Aaron, can you sum up that innings for us? Was it everything just went according to plan?
Yeah, it did. It was just one of those days that things seemed to hit the middle of the bat and things went my way. So, still feeling pretty good, to be honest.
Were any signs that this sort of thing was coming? Like, how were you hitting them before coming to the game?
Felt like I was hitting him really well in the nets yesterday and in the lead up to the game. So I was always confident that I could score some runs. I mean, coming off a month tour of South Africa where we played a lot of cricket was a really good lead up, I think. A lot better than running laps in the cold of Melbourne.
When you go into a game like that, do you predetermine, right, I'm going to tee off from the start, or did it just flow like that?
No, I think anytime you open the batting with Davey Warner, you try and give him the strike. So that's usually his job. And I suppose today was just one of those days that things got rolling early, and it was a beautiful wicket. So to the ground staff, they were outstanding, and the outfield was lightning. So all you had to do is hit the gap early, and you got maximum value. So it was a beautiful place to bat. Yeah. As I think the bowlers won't be too happy about it though.
Did you feel you knocked the England bowlers off their length because they bowled either short to you or very full at sea or full toss at sea?
Well, I think in 2020 you're always trying to change it up and be adaptable, and when the wicket wasn't offering a hell of a lot, I suppose your options are pretty limited. It was just one of those wickets that you had to be right on the money to be successful, and I think what did they score, 210 or something like that, is just a huge amount of run score. So the margin for error in length or line was very small on a wicket like that.
I've played about 14 matches now, I think, for Australia. Did your career need a big score like that?
I'd take it any time you can get it, whether it's your first or your last game. I suppose being in and out of the side is never ideal. I felt like last year I let a couple of chances slip, and it's always nice to score runs and contribute to a big win like that, especially first game of a new series. But definitely, I think for my own confidence and probably for the selectors' confidence in me, it's nice to get a big score and repay a bit of that faith, I suppose.
Well, what does that win do for the team?
Oh, it's a huge boost, I think. There has been a lot of new players come in, so there's a lot of fresh guys ready to go. So I think that there hasn't been a real lot of, I suppose, baggage carried over from the Ashes. I think the Aussies played some really good cricket in that series, and the way that guys like Watto finished off the Ashes, that's going to give him a massive confidence boost going into the series as well. And I'm sure that, I suppose you see the way he struck him today as well. He was hitting everything in the middle, and I think everyone's really confident going into the series now.
Were you aware of the fastest 100 record when you were approaching it?
No, I was, as you can probably tell, I started blocking the hell out of him around 100.
A couple of singles around that time.
I did get a little bit nervous, but I had no idea what the record was.
And you've also hit the most sixes in a T20 innings today. Was that another one you were aware of?
No, not at all. I don't really know.
No.
My stats all that well.
Were you expecting to stay on for the one dayers? They're going to cut 3, I think. So if so, does this change anything?
I had no idea. Nobody, I don't think anybody knows so far. So hopefully I've staked a pretty good claim for the rest of the series, and hopefully I can stay on and do well in the one days.
Have you played much cricket in England
before? No, not a hell of a lot. I played club cricket over here a couple of years ago, up in York, which was the best time of my life. It was exceptional. So that's the only real experience I've had. I've been here on a couple of month-long tours with Cricket Victoria and things like that, but never an extended period.
Fawad Ahmed made his debut today. There's obviously a lot of interest in that. I suppose that's a pretty interesting scenario to make your debut. You're pretty happy for him, and I guess he's going to build on this no matter what. Oh,
definitely. I think there's a huge excitement around the group about Fawad playing. He bowled the house down in domestic cricket last year, so I suppose him coming in, especially on a wicket like this, I think he adapted really well and bowled really well according to the conditions. And it was never easy when batsmen are trying to attack you so much, but he's got a wise head on his shoulders, and I thought he did really well today.
What's it been like having him around the squad?
Oh, it's been great. I suppose he's probably someone who jokes more than anybody else in the side, so he brings a really great attitude to the team, and I suppose that he's teaching people all the time. He's trying to educate Davey Warner day after day.
The crowd enjoyed the return of Mitchell Johnson to the fray. He certainly pushed the speed gun. He seemed to have some good pace going there. Is he feeling good in himself?
Yeah, definitely. He's definitely the worst to face in the nets, and you try and steer clear of it as much as you can. And I thought he got him through really well. Like I said, it was just one of those days that the new ball. It was so important that the new ball travelled a little bit today because it was the easiest to bat at that time. So it was never easy for anyone who was going to open the bowling. So I thought him and Josh to be able to get wickets up front and really put them on the back foot was crucial today.
This is Australia's first win in any format since February, so is there a bit of a feeling of relief in the dressing room now?
Oh, no doubt. I think, like I said, though, a lot of the guys have changed over, and I think there's a few new players in the squad. So everyone's there to win every game, and whether you win every game or lose every game, everyone's still trying to win. So I don't think that obviously there'll be a little bit of relief, but I think that everyone's there for the same reason, and everyone's trying as much as they can. So in terms of that, I don't think that it's a surprise to anyone. I think that the way the guys have been training has been great the last few days. So I suppose that's all you can do.
Given England a bit of food for thought as well after their summer of Ashes success.
Oh, no, obviously yes, but it's only one 2020 game at the end of the day. After there's still 5 one-dayers and another 2020 to come, so I'm sure that they'll come back up in Durham with some new plans and some new ideas, and we'll have to adapt to that again.